companies. Hey, company ladies.
The National Army Museum has collected items from all over the world, which often show society's opinions about the Army, its operations, and the soldiers who serve in it. We can struggle with the reality that soldiers are sent to fight, and our attitudes towards them can sometimes differ from those we hold about the Army and its actions. Why does public opinion change? Children have played at being soldiers for centuries. Some military ideas like discipline and outdoor exercise are seen as beneficial for children, and at times a martial spirit was considered a valuable thing. But how comfortable are we with children playing at killing? Information about the Army and conflict is passed on to us through print, radio, film, television, and the internet. Journalism has shaped our understanding of war. When observing from a distance or embedded with troops, these journalists have their own perspectives. In wartime, the government has used official state censorship to maintain public morale and security. Soldiers themselves have long been aware that they can communicate their stories through letters, photographs, and conversation. They can embellish and censor their accounts. And the Army itself has taken control of how it presents itself to the media and to the public directly. Our understanding of what the Army and its soldiers are doing can prompt us to openly show our support or voice our disapproval. When an enemy threatens our way of life, appreciation for the Army's role in defending us grows. But opposition to war can lead to protests, and on a global day of demonstrations against the Iraq War in 2003, more than 750,000 people marched through London alone. But how do we feel about the soldiers themselves? Soldiers can be seen as heroes, as the dutiful defenders of our lands, our people, and our freedoms. Sometimes they are seen as victims or pawns of government or their commanders. Sometimes they are seen as oppressors. And when soldiers are at home in peacetime, there is even the perception that they are rough men or troublemakers, prone to loutish or violent behaviour. Each year, we honour and remember those in the military who lost their lives in service. The poppy has become the symbol of remembrance, and it's worn to mark Remembrance Day in November. But is wearing a poppy sometimes driven by social expectation, as much as a real understanding of service and sacrifice? The popularity of soldiers influences the support that military charities receive. Today, the government and publicly funded charities offer an unprecedented level of support to soldiers, veterans, and bereaved Army families. In 2011, the Armed Forces Covenant was enshrined in law. It states that the whole of society has a moral obligation to members of the armed forces and their families, because they give up some of their freedoms and face dangerous situations to fulfill the government's responsibility to defend the nation. Whose responsibility do you think it should be to care for soldiers and their families? In Britain, we have a complicated relationship with our army. We rely on it to protect us, but we're not always comfortable with the conflicts that are fought in our name.